Happy 147th birthday, Canada. It lights up. Hi guys! So most of you know, and for those who don't know, I'm Sam and I'm Canadian. So I'm doing a video for Canada Day, also known as Canada's birthday, and my country is 147 years old today. So to celebrate, I thought I'd do a video about Canadian things. Although some of the things I'm going to list can probably relate to other countries, it's not just a Canadian thing. Quite a few of these on the list are just Canadian. So with that said and done, let's get started. Got a lot to go through here. If you were a Canadian child, then you understand exactly what I'm doing, because every Canadian child, at least everyone that I know, pretended a bag of milk was the baby. Although Canada's not the only country that has bagged milk, it's still mostly a Canadian thing. Yeah. And for the people who don't have bagged milk, I'm wondering how it works, because like, doesn't it just like leak all over the fridge? Put it in here, cut a hole here, and you pour, and you put back in the fridge. It's not rocket science, guys. That bag of milk was really, really cold. Glad it's back in the fridge. Poutine is the bomb. Of course poutine is going to be on this list. Fries, gravy, and cheese, who wouldn't want some of that? Much Music and YTV's hit list kicked MTV's ass any day of the week. Politeness is in our culture. Even in the big city where you expect to find rude people, the majority are still very polite, holding doors for you, saying excuse me, saying pardon me, saying please and thank you, and so on. Of course I'm not saying other people from other countries are rude. That'd be rude of me, and I'm Canadian. That doesn't happen. But Canada as a whole is very polite. And we love it that way. Now, of course, there are exceptions to that, like Rob Ford and Justin Bieber, and we all apologize for that. And if you like Justin Bieber as a singer, that's fine, whatever, but he's still a douchebag. But yeah, you don't generally see a country as a whole completely polite, like in the culture. Yeah, have you ever seen a Canadian standoff? A Canadian standoff can take many forms, but to get the gist of it, when you get into a Canadian standoff, it's you go first. No, you go first. No, it's okay, you go first. Both go at the same time. You go first. No, you go first. And that could go on for hours. You know you're Canadian when you have a drawer in your house filled with the Canadian Tire money. Or you know you're Canadian when you have more Canadian Tire money in your wallet than actual money. And for anyone wondering what Canadian Tire money is, this is Canadian Tire money. And basically it's a reward system, but instead of having everything collected on a card, you get money. But it's only valid at Canadian Tire. Oh, and for people who don't know what Canadian Tire is, it's basically the Walmart of hardware stores. Basically. Having money called loonies and toonies. Yes, that is the actual name for our $1 coin, a loonie, and our $2 coin, a toonie. And that is what they are called, so go ahead and make fun. I don't care. I love my loonies and toonies. Teletoon was the bomb as a kid, and Teletoon Retro is the bomb as an adult. Now, Teletoon is basically a channel for kids with cartoons, and Teletoon Retro is something they came out with to play cartoons from like the 90s. So Teletoon Retro, so like Teletoon Retro is like really awesome to watch now because it's like all the shows I grew up with. Yeah. YTV was so amazing. Sugar and Carlos every day after school, and YTV's hit list every Friday night. That was like, they need to bring YTV's hit list back. They do. It was awesome. And let's not forget YTV's TV shows like Fries with That or Radioactive or even the kids game show Uh-Oh. Please tell me you Canadians remember Uh-Oh. Seriously, it was like the bomb. I want it to be on it. I want to get like the green slime dumped on me. That would have been fun. And YTV had the best motto, keep it weird. They need to bring that back. This one's more for Torontonians, but everyone knows it. Toronto Maple Leafs fucking suck ass. Our healthcare is pretty awesome, and to everyone who thinks it's free, it's not. We pay taxes for that. Okay? We pay for each other to get better. Yeah. You know you're Canadian, or not American, When you are sick and tired of autocorrect or spell check telling you are spelling color or flavor or favor or neighbor wrong, because I am spelling it correctly. I should not have to add it to my dictionary. It should already be in there because it is the correct spelling. Okay? Stop it. You know you're Canadian when you don't care if someone makes fun of our Monopoly colored money, because at least we won't mistake a $100 bill for a $1 bill and get ripped off that way. Thank you, Canada, for colored money and loonies. Thanksgiving is in October. Boxing Day, again, it's not only Canadian, but I had a few American friends actually think that it was a day that has something to do with boxing, you know, the sport, but really it's just a really crappy version of Black Friday, and it's a day after Christmas, not the Friday following Thanksgiving. The 401 highway in Canada is the most congested, busiest highway anywhere ever. Seriously, look it up. Toronto. Now this one I'm not sure if it's an all over Canada thing or just a local thing, but we do not pronounce Toronto, which is the correct way to pronounce Toronto, but we are really lazy and we say Toronto. You don't hear a difference? Toronto. Chur-ron-no. There's no T's. The fuck? Yeah, and Newfoundland is pronounced Newfoundland. Okay? Okay. Glad we got that out and about. All Canadians know Canada's 4 seasons. Almost winter. Winter. Still winter. And construction. Yeah, that's pretty much Canada. You know you were a Canadian child in the 90s/early 2000s when you were completely devastated when you found out that the house hippo does not exist. It was a Canadian commercial that lied to Canadian children about there being a little tiny house hippo that lived in your home. Now, for anyone who still has no idea what I'm talking about, or for a Canadian who wants to feel nostalgic, click over here on this annotation and the commercial will open up in a new window where you can go watch it. No, seriously, go watch it. I'll wait right here. Okay, you're back! So now that you've watched it, you'll see in that commercial that it even says that the house hippo is not real. But I was a child. I was very impressionable. So is every other kid out there, and every kid that I know that grew up in the 90s or early 2000s, basically whenever that commercial came out, we all thought that the house hippo was real. I remember making a nest for it in my closet, and I tried catching it. Yeah, no. That bad commercial, bad. You lied to me. And since we're talking about Canadian commercials for kids, do you guys remember the talking TV one? I think it was called Smart As You. That was an awesome commercial. Nostalgic moment. Somebody get that cat off my head. Yeah, if anyone has no idea what I'm talking about, click right here, annotation. Go watch the commercial. It'll open up in a new window. Seriously, go on. I'll wait. Okay, you're back. Yeah, so you just got a preview of what Canadian commercials for children's were back then. You know you're Canadian when you find a sweet ass deal online, then you realize you're on the US version of the website. Fucking annoying. That or does not ship to Canada. Fuck you. Every Canadian knows that entire season when a spring jacket is too cold, but a winter jacket is too hot. There's seriously no winning. That's usually March. You know you're Canadian when you see this stupid fucking E with the fucking accent and it pisses you the fuck off. That's what happens when you're trying to type a question mark and then the fucking keyboard switches to French Canadian and it does that stupid E with the accent and it always drives you crazy because it always turns on by itself and you have no idea. So then you have to go to the bottom of your fucking taskbar and then put it back to English US. Now, here's something that will solve a lot of people's issues. That happens when you accidentally press Control and Shift at the same time. So to get it back to normal, press Control and Shift twice and you got it back to English US. No more stupid French Canadian keyboard question mark E with the accent. Because I was trying to type a fucking question, not something in French. Thank you. Mr. Dress Up. When I found out Mr. Dress Up was an only Canadian TV show, I was very sad because a lot of children were deprived of Mr. Dress Up. He was the most amazing character on TV, and when Ernie, Mr. Dress Up, passed away, that was a really emotional time, and it was really sad because he was on air like since the 70s. You know you're Canadian when you faithfully buy roll up the rim cups for 2 months straight, only to find out that the grand prize winner dug the cup out of a trash can. Seriously, go fuck yourself. Not really that was a kid that dug it out of a trash can, I believe. So, good on you. But seriously, it's maddening. You are one lucky kid or person. I think it was a kid. And last, but definitely not least, a Chesterfield is a couch. A toque is a kind of hat. It's pronounced Z, not Z. We say about, not a boot. And as always, I'm Canadian, eh? Yeah, I'm not Superwoman, I'm not gonna say it. Well, that's it for today's video, which is not a day late. I uploaded it today because today is Canada's birthday, so it's technically a day late, but it's not because it was planned. But it's a day off of my normal schedule, yes, I will admit that, and I am very sorry. But I'm Canadian and proud. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway, even if you weren't Canadian. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to comment down below. You could comment something that you love about Canada or something you love about your country. Did I just say love? I meant love. That was weird. Also, if you haven't already, you can click the red button just over here. Hey, red, Canada, red. Anyway, you click the red button right over here or the gray button below the video to be notified when I come out with new videos. Also, you can click over here where my previous video will be, and that was how I get ready in the morning. When I have to go out versus when I don't have to because I have no life. Yeah, it's 4 minutes long. If you guys want to check it out, you just click right over there. Just there. Yeah. Alright, so that's all I have to say today. So have a great Canada Day to those celebrating, and to anyone else, a lovely normal Tuesday. Alright, see you in my next video. Bye guys.